Hi guys, welcome to Soul's Note Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your timeless oracle message for whenever it is that you're tuning in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, we've got success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. We've got loneliness. I know that I am never alone. That's so weird. All of these readings, they kind of run into each other. And I don't know why half my deck, well, I do, obviously I shuffled it the wrong way round. I'm like, why is half my deck? You know what, we'll take success. I'm actually going to put all these together and get a new bottom of the deck. It's so weird. Right, and then that way. Here we go. Right, okay, let's split and shuffle. Obviously I put half the deck the wrong way round when I shuffled. Change. Right, okay. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Right, okay. That makes sense. We just did a reading, you see, and loneliness or solitude came out in that reading. I didn't really want to talk about that again. If you're feeling lonely, know that you are never alone. And go and see the reading from yesterday. That's what I will say. So I feel for this reading, for you to reach this pinnacle or point of your success, there needs to be an acceptance that something needs to change. Things, as it says there, if we stunt our growth or stunt our evolution, if we refuse to move, we're never going to reach this point of success. And success is defined by you. I'm not going to sit and tell you, you know, what success should mean for you. It means whatever it means to you. I don't know what that is on a personal, individual level. But for you to get to this point of success or allow this success, there's got to be an acceptance of change here. This could be very personal change. It could be very environmental change. It's going to be different for everyone. So let's see what's going on. Oh, wow. We have the Sword of Truth. So yes. We've got masculine energy with the tie here. We've got best friends in a love heart. We've got this giraffe and the protection. We've got the shell. That's the Hamza. Oh my gosh. Oh, we've got loads. A green leaf. A muffin. What the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. Is it a wolf? Yeah, a wolf. And the number 8. Oh, here we go. And then a tiny love heart there as well. Yeah, this is the change, the number 8. I want to start there. 8's numerology. Oh my God. Numerology. Oh no. The numerology of number 8. I'll say it that way. It's easier. Is all about action, movement, change. But 8, if we think about it, in terms of linking it back to the tarot, is all about, well, it's linked to the Strength card, which is all about courage. So it's having the courage to allow things to change. It's having the courage to grow. It's having the courage to evolve. It's having the courage to move towards this success. So with this leaf, that's all I'm getting is growth. So there may be some sort of truth that you either need to communicate with yourself or a truth that's coming in that may be showing you where you're stunting your growth, because this is a single leaf. And if we think about, I'm doing quite a lot of gardening at the minute and trying to maintain all of my house plants. I've become a plant mum and I've got loads of them. And one of the leaves popped off my my rubber plant the other day, and I was devastated because I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to lose a leaf. But once a leaf falls off a plant, there is no more growth unless you propagate it. I don't know if that's the word, propagate, I don't know. But basically, it's giving me one solitary leaf. It's not attached to a plant. It's not attached to its own roots. So to get growth from that singular leaf, you're going to have to put it in an environment where it springs its own roots. So that's what I mean. For you to spring your own roots, you may have to move yourself from an environment in which you're in that is stunting your growth or not allowing you, like I say, to develop and grow or become as strong as you can be. Now we've got this masculine energy down here, and I feel that's the energy that you've got to allow yourself to stand in. With this tie, it's giving me Emperor energy or masculine energy. And masculine energy, or the Emperor, is ruled by Aries. Aries is the god of war. So he's not afraid of kicking up the dust and taking action. It's energy, it's drive, it's desire, it's going to war, it's speaking up, it's being direct, it's all the things that are required to instigate change. Change doesn't happen, generally speaking, quietly. Change is loud, and a lot of people don't like change. Whether it's the people around you, they'd rather, things just stay the way that they were, or they're familiar and they want to be in their comfort zone. So change can be very loud to those that don't want to experience it. Now, these changes could be happening within a social group. We've got the best friends and a love heart here, and then like a paw print, which is giving me dog energy, which is giving me loyalty energy. Some of you may have been stagnating your energy out of a misguided loyalty. Ultimately, and I don't know if I'm saying this right, but first and foremost, your loyalty needs to be towards yourself. It can't be an external thing. It can't be an external thing. Oftentimes we want loyalty from other people, but that loyalty can only be reflected back to us if we are being loyal to ourselves. That goes with anything. How we treat ourselves is how people in our external world are going to show up and treat us. So there may be, I don't want to say like a switching of alliances here, but there may need to be some sort of growth or evolution or change or movement that happens within a social group. It goes back to yesterday's reading, which was all about the group. It's so funny. We had the solitude card and I'm like, no, I don't want to talk about that. And then it goes back to yesterday's reading anyway. Now we've got this giraffe, and the fact that it's on these long legs and with a long neck, it's giving it that high perspective. It's being able to see over this social group. And it's so funny because we had that bird in yesterday's reading that was sort of flying in the opposite direction to another flock of birds. So I just feel as though, I know there may be information or wisdom that you're gaining from this book, which is allowing you to see things clearly or see, further into the distance than what you've been able to before. This is just a broadening of your mind, a broadening of your perspective, a broadening of your knowledge here, which is what is going to allow this change to actually happen. Because you're acquiring information outside of what you already know. And when you do that, you usher in change. So there may need to be a coming out of your shell so that you can take, like I say, the courage required for you to allow something to change or to take action towards something change or a rebirth. So there's an opening up that needs to happen here. And all whilst this is going on below the surface, just know that you're being protected from evil eye, you're being protected from other people's energy that's being projected towards you as you grow, as you change, as you move towards whatever your success is going to be. Oh gosh, right, okay. And then we've got the wolf. So funny because now it's always been under the 8. But if we think about the process of I don't know why, but whenever this wolf comes up, I want to talk about werewolves. Werewolves, they have no control over their ability to change. It happens at the call of the moon. And this wolf is sort of howling at, well, you can't see the moon, but his neck is stretched up and he's howling at the moon. So it may be that the change that's being called from you is out of your control. That's what I mean. If you've been acquiring knowledge, if you've been filling your head and your heart and your mind and your soul with all of this information and knowledge, the change is going to happen. It's kind of out of your control because there's no unknowing what you know. Do you know what I mean? You just have to grow. You have to grow to meet your new mindset. You have to grow to meet the knowledge that you now have. So there's no longer you allowing yourself to be held back. This is asking you to allow yourself to meet the change, A, that you want, B, that you have kind of instigated through the acquisition of new energy, new knowledge, whether spiritual or in relation to, your personal growth or moving or whatever. Because I don't know if you realize it now, but that change is going to lead, because look, we've got the love heart above the 8. Let me turn it round. We've got this, it's so small. We've got this love heart above the 8. And it says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And I feel as though some of you, this transformation, this change is leading you exactly to that point. It may start off small. Like I say, I could barely pick that heart up. It was so small. So this could be a healing of your heart, an opening of your heart, you moving in the direction that is going to lead to love, whether it's self-love, whether it's love of another in an intimate, one-to-one romantic relationship setting, or if this is love for a collective or a group of people. But this change is going to lead to love. That was so beautiful. Right, let's get some letters in here. I think I'm going to do one more today. And then I'm wrapping this up. Okay. We have UIRL in real life. Yeah, it's like you can't. I feel a lot of you, it's like you know what you want to change. You see this success, but it's all like, not like in your head in like, well, that's a stupid place for it to be. It needs to be in our head before we see it in our reality. But now it's time to make it your reality. It's now time to make these changes and to make this success in real life. No longer allow it to stay as a vision. No longer allow it to stay, in your imagination, so to speak. It's time to ground it, basically. It's time to ground these changes in your reality. Right, these are your letters for today. You could be seeing initials, acronyms, words, parts of words, things that remind you of something. I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone. I'm seeing grime. Obviously, grime means dirt, but it's also a genre. Gen. Yeah, we can spell genre. It's also a genre of music in the UK. So I don't know. Some of you may be grime artists or lyricists or MCs, that kind of thing. It's not going to be for everyone. But I just also feel it's got something to do with like scrubbing something off. Scrubbing something off. If you think about like stagnant water or stagnant energy, it collates like shit on the top. So if you've been stagnant, you've been stationary, things haven't been moving, I feel that you've just got to scrub off. Don't do this literally. Like, don't scrub your skin to death. But metaphorically speaking, there's just a scrubbing off of that surface layer of grime that's built up or that's collected that makes you think that that's where you're meant to be. It's like, no, clean that stuff off. Whether it's a mindset, an outlook, an attitude. But it's time for you, like I say, to ground this vision or the changes that you're wanting. It's time to ground them in reality. And by doing that, to do that, it's going to require you to take action. It's going to require you to take action. I'm seeing the word lens in here. So yeah, there's just something about your perspective, the way that you're focusing, the way in which you're seeing something that may need to change. I'm going to leave that there. Let's read change out of the book. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So it says, there is a certain comfort in the idea of living a life without surprises. The status quo has an appeal, but you will never learn or grow if your circumstances stay the same. Everybody wants life to be better, but that requires change. You have chosen to incarnate into this physical dimension called Earth because of a myriad of opportunities. If you don't take advantage of them, then what was the point? Staying within your comfort zone is overrated. With change comes transformation, and with transformation comes evolution. I love this. And I changed the channel name, I'm sure, to Souls Know Evolution. I used to be Inspire You Tarot before, and I was getting thousands of views on a daily basis, but I knew that something needed to change within me. I've been on my own journey, personal journey, shadow work, all of that shit since the channel name changed. So anyone that's tuning in here, our ultimate goal is evolution. It is growth. It is growth. And our soul knows that evolution is the key. So I hope that the people that have continued to follow me on my journey and doing the work alongside me does have the courage to change. I know that you guys, if I can fucking do it, you guys can do it. That's all I know. It says, stop viewing change as good or bad because all change nourishes your soul. Don't equate it with a lack of control. Life happens and it's supposed to happen. You can direct how it plays out. And you always have the power to accept a change that redirects your path. Oh, and look at what was under there. Abundance. So success and abundance come after change. And that's not the reason that we change, is to get the success or the abundance. It's because we know that we need to grow. It's because we know that, like I was saying, we've acquired so much information that we're holding ourselves back now if we don't grow to meet that in terms of wisdom. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.